Counting double-digit thousands.
What is going on, guys? Jesse, Early Gamer came back here with another video, and in this video, I'm actually going to be talking about surprise. Not like you read the title, things that oh my god, things that actually scared me as a kid. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So this is pretty much going to be stuff like movies, TV shows, all kinds of stuff like that. So there's going to be all kinds of different TV shows and junk on here that obviously, well, scared me as a kid, or it wouldn't be on the list. It's kind of the whole point of. So, number one on the list is actually this movie called 13 Ghosts. If you guys have not seen it, it was released, I don't know when it was released. I think it was released back in the 90s or something. I'm not sure. I was born in 2002, for those of you that don't know, so I'm currently 14, turning 15 next September. But yeah, I still saw it, and it still messed me up, dude. And, like, that movie was amazing, but at the same time, I hated it because it was, you know, scary, my dude. And like the concept of the movie was pretty stupid as well. There was like this guy that needed to collect, well, as you know in the movie's called 13 Ghosts, and this dude, he needed to collect 13 spirits, 13 ghosts, hence the name and all. I don't remember why though. So like, you know, it's just kind of like he had to. I mean, I'm sure there was a reason. I remember something about there being a house fire and like a dude's wife dying in the fire. I don't know. It's been like when I saw that movie, guys. So don't hold me to nothing actually. But concepts for the movie is you went into this basement, and in the basement there were all kinds of gears and stuff that would start moving, and you could not see the ghost unless you had like these 3D glasses looking things, and whenever you were wearing them, then you could actually see the ghost, and then you're like, oh my god, hi, you're pretty scary, my dude. And once you see the ghost, I don't think in the movie they were able to kill you unless you saw them, or unless that's just me forgetting or being stupid or something. Now, there was one ghost that took me out the most. I don't know if I'm confusing this with some other movie, or if this was even in a movie at all. I think it was called like the Jackal or something. This dude went around with a box on his head, looking like one of them traps from the Saw movies, right? And that's what that's what the ghost from, and that's what that ghost was actually wearing, you know? Moving on to number 2 is actually a show where, if you don't know this, like my friend, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some shade out at Slodgy. He said he didn't know this, so if you guys are fans actually over from his channel that subbed to me, which I do know there's like a hair in my mouth right there, oh my god, like 3 or 4 of you. So yeah, I know there is a few of you actually came from his channel, surprisingly. Still, shout out to you, man. Those 3 or 4 subs low-key mean a lot, my dude, when I hadn't even hit 100. No, but yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog, he did not know what that was, guys. And if you guys don't know what it is, go watch it now. It's one of those classic cartoons everyone should watch as a kid. And you're probably there like, oh, Jesse, if it's a cartoon, then why is it on the list? Because there was a few episodes in it that actually freaked me. I cannot do a flip to save my life. That actually freaked me out more than anything. There was one in particular. There was like this barber dude that like escaped a mental hospital and like tried to shave off all the Courage's hair, and like it was Freaky Fred or something like that. Okay, now the next one is actually going to be the first one on this list. This is the first ever reoccurring nightmare I have ever had because of this movie I'm about to say. Chucky, and the reoccurring I had was really weird. Is it called Chucky? No. I think it's called Chucky. Is it called Chucky, or is it like Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees were like, they're called the killer, the movie's not the killer, I don't know. Chucky the Killer Doll, I'm just gonna say Chucky because I don't remember. I know, the Cedar Chucky, yeah, it's called Chucky. I don't know why I'm getting so confused about that. It's called Chucky. The little evil doll that comes to life and stabs you in your sleep, yeah, him. Now, Chucky himself didn't really freak me out, but the seed of Chucky, Chucky's son, that thing spawned nightmares beyond, my dude. I just didn't, the vibes were not on, you know? Hold up. You know, the vibes were not good when I watched that movie Chucky. The reoccurring nightmare, it was actually the first reoccurring nightmare I've ever had, even though there is another one that made me had a reoccurring nightmare on this list. In this nightmare, I would have it like at least twice a week, right? Like an insane amount of times. Before I moved, I lived in an apartment, right? And I didn't technically have my own room, or I didn't sleep in my own room. My Xbox and all that was in the living room, and my little brother, he actually had a room. And every night, since like the way I sleep on the couch at night, right? And the way the couch was positioned, I could see the bathroom down the hall. And when I would actually go to sleep, I would wake up in the dream, and Chucky's kid and Chucky would be like running out at me and just like, "What's good, bro? We here to give you deets on a quick party, my dude." And then they'd kill me. Like pretty much every nightmare ends. I mean, I doubt that was too big of a shocker for you, but yeah. Now the next one on this list, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street. That movie I absolutely loved, but at the same time was one of movies watch in the daytime, or you watch it with family and friends, and you don't really think much about it until you actually are going to sleep, and then you're like looking out of the corner of your eye at every like creak of a floorboard you hear, and you're like, "Oh, Freddy's here to get me. Oh no, I'm about to call 911," you know? And then you're just sitting there like, "Oh, why did I watch that movie? Why did I watch that?" That was one of those movies for me, right? I mean, I've had tons of people that that I know that apparently had nightmares of Freddy Krueger, and like I can imagine that'd be really freaky, considering the whole point of the movie is after you in your dreams. So thankfully that I could remember at least, so it obviously didn't scare me too much. I don't remember having a nightmare of Freddy Krueger ever. Oh god, I hope I don't have one tonight now. But anyway, I can imagine having one. Oh, I didn't even die. I can imagine having a nightmare of Freddy Krueger and then it being super realistic, considering the fact that his whole thing is, "Hey, you're asleep, I'm able to kill you now, welcome to my world, bruh." And then like he shoves you and you're dead. He shoves you. There it is. Who am I? FaZe Blaziken over here? Or no, technically Freddy Krueger would be FaZe Blaze. Anyway, down to the next list. This is the second movie that gave me reoccurring nightmares, and this was actually the freakiest out of the Chucky one. I would have, oh, it sounds weird saying it's the freakiest, and then you guys are gonna hear what the nightmare was, and then you're gonna make fun of me because I make fun of myself for this. When I was younger and I first saw The Ring, the chick, Samora, whatever, not to get confused with Overwatch, Symmetra, my dude. So Samora, I don't remember. The chick from The Ring, right? She would come out of, this was like when I was 10, so don't judge me, you guys. I would wake up in the dream, be in my grandma's house, and whenever I slept in my grandma's house back before we lived there for like a year, we would sleep in the floor, or like in my aunt's room or something like that. So in the dream, I would be sitting there in the floor. I would open my eyes because I would hear someone at the fridge, and where I was sitting, the living room, you could see the kitchen from that. I'll try to put some pictures up on screen. If I don't, I am sorry. But yeah, to try to explain what I'm talking about. But yeah, and in the dream, I would like, the chick from The Ring would be crawling out of the fridge, my dude, and like the sheer fear I got from that is actually hilarious. How scared I was seeing the chick from The Ring crawling out of the refrigerator, and I would wake up the next morning like, that just happened. I need to like tell someone about this, man. I'm gonna like get murdered. But yeah, another movie that sort of freaked me out was Saw, but I think that happened for everyone. I remember to this day one of the scenes in Saw, I think it was in front of the newer ones. I don't remember which one it was though. They were like, the little puppet master Saw, he had a public display of 2 people being murdered. I don't really know the details because it's been like 3 years since I saw it, which sounds weird considering I'm 14. So yeah, I was like 11 when I saw those, man, and it still freaked me out. But anyway, this has been Jester the Game King. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and peace out.